everybody. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, she, he, them, they, theirs, ours, yours. Welcome to Living Fat and Single. I am your girl, Tonka Nisha on the beat, aka Tonka exclamation point, aka Tonka Garcon. And I'm here with the great, handsome Jay Torrence.
I'll take that.
Huh?
I'm gonna take that.
Welcome, Jay. Thank you for coming by. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for asking me to be
here. Yes. So, Jay, now you're known as one of the co-founders of Big Boy Pride.
Yes.
So before we get into that, where are you from?
I'm from Harlem, New York. I lived in New York City, born and raised, and I left New York in '89 to go to college, grad school, and just never went back. Lived in the DC area for 11 years, and then moved to Atlanta in '06. Career by day is an event planner. I work with corporations doing conference planning, meeting plannings, and then I do my own company, so to speak, entertainment, and I also have a baking business that I started about 2 years ago. So that keeps me really busy.
I see, busy and stylish from Harlem.
Thank you.
Okay, yes. So now New Yorkers have this, stigma they're loud, but you're very quiet. So what contributes to this calm personality of yours?
I mean, honestly, I was a hellraiser as a kid. Like, I drove my family, my mother. Like, I was always fighting, always angry, just always moving and doing stuff, hanging out in the streets. And I think I just got it out of my system. I got it out of my system probably when I was about 23, 24 years old after I left New York and I started going to school. And I looked for a calmer environment. Mm-hmm. So I went to undergrad in Fredericksburg, Virginia, which probably most people don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah,
and I went to grad school in Charlottesville and Lynchburg.
Okay.
So I was looking for that small town feel to get away from that city living.
So most New Yorkers do travel down south to get away from that busy city. So
yeah, they don't necessarily go that small, but they do. Yeah.
So you want small.
I want real small.
Off the grid type of small.
Off the grid, like horse and carriage small. Yeah.
And you was loving it.
Loved it. It just brought my level of peace to a whole nother place.
Okay, so moving to a smaller town, and you said you developed this calm personality. But when you was growing up, was you always big?
I was big. Yeah. Well, when I look back on pictures, I don't think I was big, but the people around me, like my grandmother, she used to tell me I had the 3 B's, breast, butt, and belly. So that's what I grew up with, the complex from hearing that over and over again. Then my brother was very athletic, and I wasn't. So he had this tall, slim, muscular build, and she would always pit us against each other. And so I got to a point where I would start sneaking to eat. And she would catch me. And then she'd call all my cousins around and say, look what he's doing. So I developed a very low self-esteem from that, from just that experience with her.
Yes, I can relate to that. Me growing up, now my great-grandmother loved, anybody's great-grandma, and they know Southern-style cooking, I was raised on buttermilk and cornbread, so she would literally sit me at the table and feed me buttermilk and cornbread. So that was like my weakness, and yams and stuff.
Yeah. It's interesting because the same thing with my grandmother. She cooked for us and fattened us up because that was her way of showing love, was to cook. Like, she couldn't express it. She wasn't affectionate. She wasn't one of them grandmas that you typically hear about in the Black family, but she very much was the cook, and she would cook these huge meals. And my grandfather always joked, "You cook for an army. Like, there's not that many people here. What are you cooking for?" And we would eat it, and then we get fat, and then she talk about it.
Okay. So now we dealing with being picked on, and you become the hellraiser, and now here you are, just successful, handsome man, fashionable at that, because I'm loving this jacket.
Thank you.
I'm loving this jacket. So tell us a little bit about the Big Brothers Network and how are you involved, and like what can we expect from the Big Brothers Network?
So in 2010, my best friend, the business partner, Tony Brown, he was interested in doing a magazine that talked about issues related to big brothers or brothers of size. It's been going well, and we have not just big men, but we have all types of men, all sizes of men that come, because it's really about brotherhood, and it's really about just celebrating, supporting, larger than size, and there are those in the community who are chasers. Then there are those who just come because of what the event represents and what they have gotten from the event. They just come for that reason. It's just all about brotherhood, and most people say it's like coming back to a family reunion.
So, as a big boy,
Uh-huh.
like, what is like one of the biggest insecurities you have faced, and how did you embrace it and overcome it?
How did I overcome it? I really had to rely on areas outside of family, because like I said, a lot of that was just ingrained in me growing up. And I had to stop playing those records over and over in my head. So I went through counseling. I went through my master's program for counseling, but I also needed to go through therapy to heal that. And over time, just learning to define myself instead of allowing myself to be defined by other thoughts or other beliefs. And that made the difference for me over time. And even with starting Big Boy Pride, like I said, it started out of a place of pain because I saw things in the community that I didn't like. So I said, I'm not going to complain about those things. I'm just going to go ahead and try to create something different. And so started talking with Tony about it, and we talked and talked. And, it's been healing for me. The guys that come receive healing, but I was healed also. I thought I was doing something to help the community, and it ended up that, it helped me along the way as well. So
we love to see that. We love to see that doing something that is as a baby, and you see it grow, and you're growing along with the process. So that is awesome, and congratulations on that. Like, for real, because we hear and see a lot of women, empowering each other, women's empowerment, but as men, for one, as black gay men, black, gay, big, and then you also got the different stigmas attached to that as well, whether it be HIV or anything else. So we deal with all those different targets, and we forget about our mental health, and and we kind of like stray away from that. So I like that you are bringing the big boys together to be themselves, for one, to also heal that hurt. When it comes to men, like, when did you start liking men, and what was your challenges facing dating men your size?
Well, I started having the urges probably all throughout my teenage years and my early 20s, but I never acted on it. And so I was in undergrad, about to graduate, and on our campus they had this paper called The Blade, and it was a gay newspaper. And so I started sneaking like copies of it back to my room, and they had a section of like clubs in DC, and talked about the clubs and what kind of club it was, where it was, and what night was popping. And I said, I'm gonna take a ride up to DC. And so I did. I took a ride up to DC one Friday night, went to the Bachelor's Mill, my first club ever, met this dude. His name is Maurice. I'm not gonna say his full name, but his name is Maurice. He was a big, chunky, thick, tall, handsome dude. I felt like if I was with a smaller dude, I was gonna hurt him. I don't know.
Hurt him how?
I mean, like, crush him. Like, I didn't want to be laying on him and feel like, he was hurt.
Laying on how? So wait, so what team you playing for? Top, bottom, verse, or
At that point, I didn't really know. At that point, I mean, it became top. But at that point, I really wasn't even active. It was just more about cuddling. But it became top because I like fat booties.
See what, baby? Look, like I said, I was dealing with certain type of men. Hence, me not really going to Big Boy Pride because, like I said, I was dealing with the hood trade, the drug dealers, the athletes, and so I was so accustomed to that, like I said, when I stumbled upon Big Boy Pride, I was like, am I ready for this? It was like, okay, I just came out, and I'm still trying to figure out who, Tonka is. I didn't get my government. But I was still trying to figure out, like, what type of men am I really into? So it's kind of like, okay. So when I started seeing like the pictures and the videos, I was like, oh my God, like I can really be a part of this, but what you scared for? So like I said, I did the show and I have got so much love, and I was like, you know what, I need to go. I need to be with them and give them love and let them love on me.
Okay, absolutely.
I do. So who do you look up to, or still look up to, or did look up to that was your size, that resembled your size, and why? Are they still a big inspiration to you?
Well, all the men on my father's side were big. They came from, Charlotte, North Carolina. They were big, rugged men. And that's who I looked up to. And my father could dress, his father could dress, and then my mother's father, he could outdress everybody. So that's where I got my style pattern from, and just kind of, he would teach me little things about, okay, well, you can't necessarily wear it is, because, at that point I was chunky. So everywhere you went shopping, it was a chunky section.
Yes.
Yeah, or stocky. It was either stocky or chunky. And so he would take me in that section, and, he'd take my brother somewhere else. But he always kind of let me know you have to tailor things to you. Like you can't wear what other people gonna wear, because you got them thighs, you got that ass, and he didn't say that, but I knew that was the underlying message. But yeah, years later, I came to realize what he was doing. I didn't know it then, because he didn't make it real obvious. It was just more subtle. He was like, "Hey, this will look good on you."
With that being said, we're gonna play a game called Fried or Baked.
Okay.
So fried means the fashion is overdone, it's burnt, like it's a no-go.
Okay.
And baked, speak me with like it's sitting the juices, like it's just right, it's perfect.
Okay.
The fashion is on.
Got it.
So we're gonna look to the screen right here. Who that? Fat Joe.
I don't know who that is.
That is Fat Joe at the BET Awards.
It's fried.
It's fried. What do you don't like about
it's
it?
Sloppy.
Because Fat Joe lost some weight.
He did, but he's got to tailor his look. That looks sloppy to me. The jeans don't fit well. The midsection to me is just out of place. It's the color blocking. I don't like in those particular colors on him. He just looks muted. He looks like he's fading into the outfit.
You're like a naked mole rat covered up. Like a naked mole rat covered up.
Right, pretty much.
I see they were trying to go, with the statement piece of the jacket, but I feel you on that. Even with the way the pants go into the shoe now.
Yeah.
They're so like early 2000s. Who is this? Child, who is that?
I don't know, but I'm not inclined.
What does it give a cowgirl realness?
I want to know.
You said Titus from a TV show?
Yeah, Titus from the singer.
Oh, the singer. Okay. Yes. Yeah. No, it's giving very much fried like the corn.
Right.
It needs to go back in the process, baby.
Now, that's right for him. That's right for him. He's relaxed look. Just casual, but still giving you a little sexy.
You could do better. No. That jacket, that blazer, that was so early 2000.
Well,
no,
he's a gospel artist. He's more like he's not like a flashy gospel artist.
Which is fine if he's gonna do a simplistic look, because Fred is more rounded at the top. I was still like kimono sets are style. Like that's more little kimono sets. Like the little rose set, but it's still fashionable. I can never flatter him, especially by him being around. It would kind of flatten that out a little bit. See, I know some.
Why do you want to flatten it out? Though we like values.
I know, but of course, when you go camera, it'll show more.
And that's all right.
Oh, Saucy Santana. I'm gonna say bait because it's showing out the curves, and I know Saucy like her labels, so I like it. That me personally, I remix it for my body, but I like it.
I'm gonna do Aretha. Say
You
he speaks well.
Well, thank you for playing Friday Bake. Unfortunately, you don't get a prize on that, but I will give you a pat on the back for playing.
Sanctified DJ. See, God told me he was gonna meet me tonight. Hey!
Vroom vroom, Tonka Garcon from season 2 of Legendary on HBO Max. I am super excited to announce that I will be co-hosting in Orlando, Florida for Big Boys Pride, where love is the message this year. So I will be co-hosting with the beautiful and talented First Lady of Big Boy Pride, Monica Sunbeam. Guess what? I will be doing a ballroom segment. So go ahead and start stretching. Get ready to go ahead and dip, spin, cut up, whatever you think ballroom is. But baby, one thing I don't play about ballroom, you will get chopped. And that's on Mary Had a Little Lamb. So what makes you feel sexy as a big boy?
I think when I put on something and I like what I see in the mirror, that's sexy to me. Like I already have to know who I am before I walk out the door. You know, and I've broken that where I allowed other people's thoughts and ideas to define me, and it's what I like. If I feel like I'm well groomed, you know, and I've taken time to, you know, iron my clothes, to, you know, to put my outfit together, then I feel sexy. If I'm not groomed, you know, and I'm just running errands, I don't feel as sexy then. But it's just about when I take the time to invest in, you know, my image for that day or for that night.
So after feeling sexy in your clothes and taking the time to basically just feel good and look good, smell good, like money, because it takes money to look the part. What is your superpower as a big boy? Like, what do you think is your superpower?
As a big boy,
Mm-hmm.
superpower. How would I define superpower? I think it would be my compassion for other people, connecting with. I'm an empath, so I connect with people and energy and vibes. Like I can pick up on good-hearted people.
So do you find yourself being attracted to a dominant or submissive type of guy? I know you said masculine, like you like masculine energy. So are you finding yourself attracted to masculine or dominant guys? Dominant or submissive guys?
Not really dominant dudes. I like submissive guys, but I like a challenge. Like I wanna push them there. Like I want to lead them there. I don't want it to be automatic. Like, you know, just fall out. You know, I want a little challenge.
Maybe guys like me in makeup and all that. And I don't wear makeup on a daily basis.
Makeup, puff. No, it really it's, you know, it's just like I'm attracted to like everyday guys, like just, you know, real laid back, I'm laid back as well, but like high maintenance dudes, I might be high maintenance as far as like care for myself. But I just like laid back people. I'm not for a lot of. I don't like to argue. I don't like drama. Like that'll turn me off easy. And that's probably one of the reasons why I'm single, because I like peace. I like serenity, and it's like when somebody comes along and they
You like what?
right,
You like what?
bitch, I was good before you.
Okay.
Like, yeah, let me go back to that. And that's simple for me. You know, it's simple. So if I had more patience, I might be hooked up, married, whatever. But I don't know. I ain't willing to do that work through other people's baggage.
Gonna move on with our next game.
Okay.
This ain't the cover of Vogue. This ain't Vogue magazine where they be in your face, the camera, and ask you questions. It's rapid fire questions, and you have to give me one word to describe, to answer the question.
Mm-hmm.
So, what word describes amazing sex?
Head.
Okay, anywhere in the world, what would you have sex?
I would say on the plane.
Okay. What celebrity would you like to have sex with?
Oof. Wow. I would say LL Cool J.
David Banner for me.
Yes, him too.
Name a fantasy you would like to explore.
More outdoor sex.
Come on, P my part.
No bushes.
Who is your favorite porn star?
Rico Strong.
You say you like fat asses.
Yes, Lord.
What do you think about when you masturbate?
I think about my nipples being lit.
Okay, he's into nipple play too. What song do you play to get in the mood?
There's a meat in my bedroom, so.
Okay, old school. Okay. Well, thank you for being a handsome contestant on Rapid Fire Questions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, especially for the gentlemen who are big bone with a nice butt that's juicy for Jay, now you know what he like. So, if not, he can come home with me when he's satisfied.
And he cooks too.
Well, this is catered. But most definitely, I do cook.
But he feeds.
Okay, I feed,
One
baby,
way
to
or
make you feel
another.
happy. So, what's next for Jay? Like, what's your personal projects that you're working on?
Well, I'm doing my first international event this year. We're going to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico in October 13th through the 18th. Caliente Soul is the name of the event. So that'll be the first international event for big boys, and they'll be open to women as well, but primarily dealing with my current demographic.
They love them some black big men too.
Yeah,
I know that.
They do. So I'm really excited about that. And then have Boys in the Bayou coming up in August 11th through the 15th, and that's grown a lot over the last 4 years. Good time. New Orleans will give you a good time.
I'm scared.
Are you? Don't be scared.
I'm scared of New
Don't be
Orleans.
scared. We'll take you.
I'm scared.
We'll take you. I promise.
It's something in that water. Trust me, I got some men from the NOLA.
You don't want to go to the water. No.
I got the men from the NOLA. And like I said, that meat package down there is a whole different breed.
Wait, what kind of meat we talking about?
The meat that has a third leg.
Well, you do like that trade. Nola will give you that. You watch First 48, they all be on there.
So now I'll be with someone. I'll be with where I feel comfortable and feel loved.
Yes, we're gonna take good care of you. And then of course, Big Boy Pride, April 28th to May 2nd, down in Orlando, Florida. So it's a lot going on, but we're excited about it all.
So where can the girls or the guys who are interested in you or interested in your business endeavors, where can they find you?
Instagram, Big Boy Pride, or so to speak, ENT, or Instagram, Facebook, Big Boy Pride, so to speak, ENT. If you want me to make you a cake, I can do that too. To these treats and treasures. Yeah, I do it. I do it all.
What kind of cake you talking about?
Yeah.
What kind of cake would you make for a taco truck?
It depends on what you like.
Well, I like chocolate vanilla.
Okay.
I like a little lemon.
Mm-hmm.
There we
Do
go.
lemon. Yep. We do all of that.
Well, I thank you for coming, Jay. It's been a great pleasure to not only meet you in person and talk to you, but also talk about Big Boy Pride and get to know you personally. Like, I feel like I've been knowing you for years. So thank you for coming to Living Fat and Single. Thank you, so much.
Thank you for doing this. I can't wait to see how it grows. I'm definitely a fan, and like I said, became a fan through Legendary, so I'm glad to be in your presence. It's an honor. And thank you for taking the time to invite me here to talk about what we're doing.
I know that's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, she, they, him, all the above, once upon a time, you have tuned in to Living Fat and Single. Thank you, Jay, for stopping by. And you may now exit stage left. Well, that's a right, but stage left. Bye-bye.